Welcome guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Casper, as you know, and today, or this video, is the weekly recap of uranium. The market has just closed, so we will look into what has happened since Wednesday when we did our midweek update. It will come out twice a week, Wednesday, Friday close, and we will just assess whatever has happened. Again, if you like my work, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, thumbs up, comments, all that good stuff. You know what to do. And now I will do what I need to do, which is basically to see what has happened for uranium. It's only 2 trading days since Wednesday, obviously, but we have a weekly closing candle, which is very important long term. Let's see where we are. Let's see where we are. This is URA, the URA, the most liquid ETF for uranium, which is used by many, or by the most, I guess. Let's zoom in here very quickly. Look, I have cleaned up the charts a bit, and as we have been discussing many times, you know, around the $24 level, more specifically 23.8 to roughly 24.4. That's a big zone. Why? You know, you have seen it before many times. We have a lot of interactions coming through right there, that zone. And that's where we are right now. We are actually closing at 24.3, which is a nice green candle we have here. So many people are, at least from what I can see on Twitter and so on, whenever we have a day where we pause or we like down 2%, people get scared. Let me assure you, until proven otherwise, we are in the next leg up for uranium. Of course, there will be pullbacks. There will be pullbacks 20, 30, maybe even 40% if we are very unlucky, or lucky if you want to add more. But as long as we don't crash below here, you know, the big breakout golden trend line there, and go all the way down there, the thesis is totally intact. And we will have days or even weeks where we have, you know, like a minus 5% week or 10% week. We will see that in the future. But we are very early, and we have this nice green uptrend channel here for URA. It is right there. Beautiful. We have a recent amount of touches here, so I have added it in, and we have the grinding there. I would assume before we have any major pullbacks that we're probably going to see a touch on the upper here. With one small side note, I just want to show you the 1 hourly, just so there could be some very short term pulling back for URA. You know, we have, let me just make it, let's make it red. We have a wedge right there. So it's just a caution sign. It's the 1 hourly. It's a 14 days long bearish wedge to the upside, which usually resolves to the downside. Again, if it does, no biggie. Totally expected. You know, the past 14 days or 10 trading days, we are up. Let me do the measured move. There it is. We are up roughly 13%. Right, that's amazing. But anyways, right now, the time frame that is in charge is the weekly time frame, and I'm saying that based on the Bollinger Bands. I will not go into detail why, but that's the most common right now, and that's one that has the expansion. So the daily, 8 hourly, 4 hourly, it's all noise basically. The weekly is the one in charge right now. Okay, that's URA. That was a bit longer than I would like to. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Similar to the URA, the URNM, nothing much to add really. Nice, whoops, nice green candle for the week, and we are up, I don't know, 4 or 5%, I think, if my math is correct. And we are still above the major golden trend lines that we have broken out for the past 4 to 6 weeks, 8 weeks. We started to really get moving. I want to show you something that I noticed here just before I went on. This move up here, right? And then the pullback, and then you can see the retrace here. The 100% measured move is 39.5, and we tagged that and started to pull back. So we hit that 100% measured move here. So a bit pulling back here wouldn't make me nervous, as we talked about on the URA. It's fine. But again, the weekly candles or the weekly time frame is the one in charge. If we get a big enough momentum here, it could go into the monthly, and that's when you see the real beauty of a long-term trend. So again, URNM, beautiful. Let's do the measured move quickly. The measured, yeah, 4%. So that's fine. Again, nothing much to add here really. This is beautiful. Just looking at it, removing some lines here. Look at the simplicity. We are above the middle here, the big level here at around 38, closed at 39.1. Major breakout of everything. The path of least resistance is up. Beautiful, beautiful. Also beautiful is the URNJ. We have broken every technical resistance more or less. We have one minor, which is this high over here. Again, it's a minor one. I wouldn't worry about it. We have created the uptrend. There it is. Again, I think over the next into September, October, I'll not give any date specifically, but you know, as long as this one holds, we ought to go to visit the upper one at some point in time here. So that's beautiful. And what's even more beautiful, let me show you. What is even more beautiful is the U.UN, the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust closing above 20. You can see it here. Again, that move right there is amazing. That's the big breakout from that formation here coming across. Yes, we have. Let me show you. We have a top that we still haven't entirely taken out. This minor peak here. I think it's fine. I think we have taken out the big boys over here at around 19, 1920, you know, in that range. These are taken out. Then we have a minor here. Shouldn't cause much trouble. Again, it's the weekly that is in charge. I don't know the NAV right now for Sprott or for U.UN. Maybe we can find that later. But we're definitely close for them to be able to purchase some uranium again. Nice. Quickly, the individuals. I'll not do the individuals. I'll do that in another video. We'll just go quickly to the ratios. So it won't be that long of a video. XLE divided by the SPY or the SPX. Again, ever since we took out this bull flag into that long-term golden bad boy, the golden resistance, we are just coming up here beautifully. Outperforming today the SPX with roughly 2%. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful long-term. Look where we are. I mean, it's just getting started. In my view, the outperformance, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have a wave 5 here for the outperformance against the SPX. If my count is correct, again, I'm not the best EV elite wave, you know, guy, but I think I'm somewhat decent at it, I guess, if I have to say. XLE again divided by the URNM. So we want this ratio to go down because we have XLE first. So again, what we have been discussing is we saw this break here, very excited, meaning that XLE is outperforming, URNM is outperforming the XLE. Went down, retesting, and then we went into this blue bull flag here. And when we broke, this was the line we drew. A rounding top here was my suggestion for what was going to happen. And right now we are sitting at that 2.28 ratio level. Again, getting below there on a weekly closing basis. That's when the URNM would start to outperform XLE heavily, in my view. So hopefully we snap down here. Again, XLE is doing quite well. Oil is performing big time. Made a complete reversal that I didn't see coming. I will make a video after this one on the daily recap on commodities, so check that one out. Especially oil has done amazingly. But again, URNM is looking fine. URNM divided by the uranium spot price. Again, nothing much has happened, but this is beautiful. Let me remove the circles here. This is a breakout of that long-term golden trend line. So right now, URNM, meaning the uranium miners, is starting to outperform the metal itself, which is exactly what we want. Look at this. This was back in 2020. Once we broke out of that one, the neckline here, you can see the inverted head and shoulders. That's when we really took off, right? This is somewhat similar. It's a smaller inverted head and shoulders, but still taking out a massive long-term golden trend line and a bottoming pattern. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Similar to, the URA divided by the spot price. We have broken out, but we haven't taken out the neckline at 0.4033. So, but we are very close again. If we see a nice candle here this next week, let's leave it in. Then again, it's game on. Then you have the big liquidity ETF, the URA, outperforming the metal itself. Stunning, 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 stunning. Oh, I haven't looked at this one actually in quite a while, so that's quite nice. That's actually quite nice. Look at this. Look at this. We are getting above that, 0.08 ratio level. Still, we have some wicks and so on we have to take out, but a weekly close here, that's the first one in a very long time, actually. So again, URA is trying to outperform the CRBs, meaning the overall commodities, commodity index, and that is also a very good thing to have us going. Has to have going for us. URA divided by the SPY. I think we looked at this one anyways. This is the golden trend line. We haven't broken out yet. We are getting there very soon, in my view. And once, if and when we do, it is a big move, in my view. Taking this one out, we will go all the way up here for a, give or take, a 50% outperformance by URA over SPY. A 50% outperformance by SPY. By URA over SPY. We have the triangle high here, which will be resistance, the big one. Once you clear such a squeeze here, such a triangle, this is an obvious place for people to take profit. Just keep that in mind. URA divided by the NASDAQ. What you can see here, I want to go to the daily. So we have the past week or two, we broke out of this one, and then we retested that long-term horizontal level. You can see it here. We have a pivot low here, a lot of interactions going across there, and now we have turned that into support. Beautiful. So that's a very good start for EUR against the NASDAQ. Again, if we can stay above here, I would assume that we are going to, again, up into this zone here, this ratio, big pivot low there at around 0.002, give or take, for a possibly 20% outperformance against the NASDAQ. Beautiful. Last but not least, we have the URA divided by Bitcoin. Why Bitcoin? I know Bitcoin and uranium has nothing to do with each other, but if we can have EUR outperform Bitcoin, Bitcoin has been the best performing asset for the past 10 years, 13 years, and imagine if we can have uranium outperform that, for the next 5 years. That would be quite amazing. So what am I looking at? Big pivot low there as well, the top or bottom. And we have some interactions here, and then here. And finally, we have, let me show you the beautiful of identifying a level that gets proven yet again. Look at this one here. That's the retest. Beautiful. Also, I noted that we have this bear flag. I noted that in the last video right there. And what happened today? We have actually, for now at least, negated that bear flag. Let me zoom out again so you can see that it's actually quite valid, this bear flag, right? It's quite valid, to be honest, but we have broken out. If we stay above, we will have a fourth test at that long-term golden trend line coming down here all the way. Interaction, 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 right there it is. And it would be the fourth or fifth time, depending on how you measure. And if you can get that break right there, you will have more money coming to URA, the uranium, compared to Bitcoin. Just think about that for 2 seconds. That's very, very big. All right, that's all I had for today. For uranium. As mentioned, I will not go through the individual miners. That would be a separate video coming out. I think Monday. I think it's Monday actually. I can't remember the schedule. It's quite new. But Monday, we will do all the miners. Where are we? And that will be done once a week. And just to summarize, look at this. Take a screenshot, put it as your screensaver. That's beautiful. For now, it's very, very bullish uranium. Until proven otherwise, we are sitting tight and we are right.